Learn to live alongside cringe. No matter how hard you try to avoid being cringe, you will look back on your life and cringe retrospectively.
What's up, cousin? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Irrelevant. I'm so excited to show you guys what's on my iPhone iOS 16 edition. I'm excited about this iOS 16 edition. The new update, so much more creative with the widgets, creates more personality, customization, authenticity to thyself. I like to know what individuals have on their iPhone, low key. Maybe showing what's on my iPhone would be a good icebreaker for those who don't know me. And for the clan, I gotta do some housekeeping.
So, do we have a problem? Well, yes, we do. Here's the pink elephant in the room.
I've been gone. I know it's been a long time. I have a reason.
So what happened was I got accepted into a nursing program. I was documenting the whole progress, and while I was filming towards the end,
My phone didn't have storage. Now that I have a new phone, this is the iPhone 13 Pro. I'm excited to show you guys what I have on my iPhone 13 Pro. I only bought this phone. My 10 is just no space no more. I can't film most of my YouTube videos on this. Before I get into the video, my case is the exact same case from my previous phone. This link is below. I love this case not only because it's pink,
but it's not pink.
It's really marvelous. This is like a shade of pink. What type of shade of pink? Marvelous. There's no arguing.
I like that pink, man.
Mauve, bro.
Mauve. Okay, Mauve. All right.
Marvelous thing.
I love the color marvelous. A lot of people, when they see my iPhone, they compliment. I say thank you, but before they even tell me that you have a pretty case, they're like,
do you even have an iPhone?
They think it's an Android because it's a square case, but I like square cases.
He tried it.
I meant to say rectangle, but clearly I don't know my shapes. So
it gives extra coverage on the edges. I'm never going back. Like, I'm right here.
Once I'm square, I'm right
I like to consistently have a solid pop socket out. It's a suction pop socket, so convenient. I can pop it off, stick it right back on. It aligns with the case. My color scheme is marvelous, gold, and a little bit platinum, or some can say silver. Now we can dive actually into what's on the real iPhone. Before I show you what is on my home screen, I want to show you guys my shortcuts: airplane mode, cellular, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirDrop, and hotspots. Those are the 6 connections that I need. And the best thing about it, when you hold each connection down, they give you quick access to where you're trying to connect to, what type of Wi-Fi I want to connect to, whose Bluetooth do I want to connect to. Next to connection is player. If I'm playing music, anything on Apple Music, anything on YouTube, it's gonna pop up right in that corner. It shows me where do I want to play my music, if I want to connect it to my phone or connect it to the TV that's in the living room right here. Next to it is lock or unlock.
My phone will always be on lock.
Always on lock. I need a straight vertical. I'm gonna keep a straight vertical. This is screen share, where I can share my screen connected to the TV. Quick access to brightness, quick access to sound. You hold it down, you have that. You hold it down, you have that. These are all my focuses. This home screen is personalized focus to my personal focus. Personal focus is just me YouTubing, running errands. Next to that, it's the flash, obviously. Flash is on, flash is off. Screen record, which I am screen recording right now. Camera, if you can see, this is my camera, this is my setup. After that, it's my wallet, battery save mode, quick access to my alarm clocks. In my alarm clocks, I keep it simple. I don't want a lot of alarms. My everyday alarm, my work alarm, wind down alarm around 5:30. My phone is set into military time. If you haven't noticed, 17:30, that's 5:30 is the military codes. Once I figured out the code, I just kept it pushing. Now that I know military time, I do not like to go with AM and PM. I only like military time. It just changed my whole perspective. After my clock notes, I will go deep into that later. And Shazam. Shazam is a quick app where if you want to hear a song and you don't know the song, we can play the song.
Superstar, supernova, how we're pulling closer. That's your man, then why he over here?
You see it popping right up, right on top. That's Shazam. It goes with any song. It's not just a Beyonce song. It just comes in clutch for anybody who don't know what Shazam is. You're a music fiend like me, or just love listening to music. And if it wasn't for Shazam, I would never hear half of the bands that I hear now. The ear, I don't even know what to call it, but this is basically my wind down mode. When I put it on, you can listen to all the white noises there is. Something about it just hits. Access to just listening to rain noises or ocean sounds is convenient to me. When I sleep, I like to hear water noises, nature sound,
White noise.
that helps me put to sleep. So I like it in my shortcuts. And then right next to the ear is if I wanted to put it on light mode. I usually have everything on dark mode, but it's nice to have that access. Next is my timer. Takes me straight to the timer, quick access. Then we have voice recognition and voice memo. If I want to record something, straight to it. Welcome to my world. You can tell that the aesthetic is very tropical, and I just love palm trees. It looks like a lot is going on. Obviously, when you look at the lock screen, there's a clear cut theme. My version of that girl, basically. This is what that girl is to me. This is who she is. If she is me and I am her, then that girl is the it girl. If that made any sense. I customized this whole screen on Pixar. I had a vision once they updated the iOS. I was like, yes, I have more access. More access means more creativity. Let's create. I just wanted to create something that's very personal to me.
That makes sense to me.
Seeing this makes very much sense to me. It probably won't make sense to nobody else, but to me, it makes sense. I put the Hawaiian traditional flowers on each corner of the left and the right. In the center is Baby Girl. Baby Girl, that just clicked on the bottom. It just feels like an introduction to the phone. Right here is a collage of me when I went on vacation somewhere tropical. It matches the vibe. The reason why the collage is this size is because I'm always playing music. I don't want the music player to interfere with the aesthetic of my home screen. I shaped it intentionally, making sure it fit the size of this new iOS update. That was my goal. Right on top of it is the palm trees, and it's my little icon that I created myself of me as a Bratz doll. It's her with her locks and her idea light bulb signal on the t-shirt. I just love the detail added. I do digital art, haven't done it in a while. Figured this was a good way to have creative escape, create a little icon of me. You can see I also added it on my YouTube channel for my profile picture. Also on my Instagram. It's just my icon, and I'm just gonna keep it because
This is my icon.
right above her is a little texty. My cousin put me on with this app called Motivation. By far one of the best. Click it, it gives you motivations on motivation, and it keeps going. You get to choose the background color that you want your motivation to be. You will see why I chose blue to be my background color. I have an arrow right below to always remind me of the motivation. And today's motivation, it changed every hour. It says, if it is blocking your spiritual growth, let it go. It's so nice having these motivations throughout the day when you're feeling discouraged, you're feeling burnt out, or you're just not feeling yourself. Looking at these motivations is a good reminder. Right besides the bubble is my alarm clock. Besides my alarm clock, it says, sorry, my bedtime needs me. The clock is quick access to me, so when I click it, straight to the alarm. Right on top is the time, which is 4:17 a.m. On top of the clock is exit 777. You could tell that this is a signal board sign when you're driving and you see where you're heading I don't know what they call them, signal signs.
That's eyelashes, blank stare.
I wanted it to be very bold, very obvious in your face, like this is the time. Also, go with the aesthetic and the theme. XA777, I've been seeing 777 this whole year. I've been seeing 777 on Instagram, when I'm on TikTok, when I'm driving on the road. It's an angel number that basically means luck. I'm blessed and highly favored, and I'm very thankful and very humble for where I'm at in life. It's exit 777 because when I'm ready to go outside, I need to know what the weather is. When I click it, quick access to the weather, and I love how the weather always aligns to how it actually looks outside. So this is where I live in my city. This is what the weather will look like for the week, and this is what the weather will look like throughout the hour. Usually they're mostly correct. And I've been checking the weather. It helps me dress to the occasion. Having that access just really helps get through a productive day. This is the moment a lot of people have been waiting for, my home screen. I keep the thing going. I customly made the home screen. I'm gonna break it down from top to bottom. I have credit, bills, and wealth. Then you have the brain plus the heart, because that's health and wellness to me. So anything like mental health wise, physical, emotional, all access to that. Inside my credit, we have wallet. I have Credit Karma, but they say don't trust Credit Karma too much because it doesn't accurately show your credit score, and it's kind of true because someone ran my credit score and I checked Credit Karma, and those two credit scores were two different credit scores. Two different. So I would just be a little cautious about Credit Karma because it's free. And then I have Care Credit, and I owe nothing from them. Nothing. And we have Bills Access. These are the bills that just have quick apps to it. Capital One, State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Verizon, AAA, and DriveSafe, but I barely use DriveSafe. In my wealth is my bank account, YouTube Studios. YouTube Studios is basically where YouTubers see their analytics. You guys, we're growing like, I don't even know. I feel like we're gonna hit 4K and I can't even process that. Wow.
Actually, during the time of this recording, we hit 4K, y'all.
Just thank you for the support. We have the same bank account, but this one has access to my cards, so I can freeze it anytime I want. This is my job payroll. With my job, I'm able to access my paychecks beforehand. I get to see how much I get paid, and it helps me calculate my expense before it even hits my deposit. Cash App. Y'all who know about Cash App know about Cash App. Know about Cash App. PIN ID is aligned with my job. So that is my wealth. Now we have my health and wellness app. So inside health and wellness, I have my insurance app. Then we have Flow. Flow is basically a cycle app that helps you monitor your cycle. I like the app. If you log your cycle, it gets more accurate. You log your symptoms, it gets more accurate. You're able to log everything in Flow. With Flow, it's connected to all my health and wellness apps. I log in how much I sleep, I log in how much water I drink. They also have information about what is your libido drive, how your mood is feeling, symptoms that you're having, what are discharged, etc., and extra notes you want to add in. And I feel like that's just a good way for you to just monitor your body and listen to your body. Like tracking your body is like the best form of understanding and knowing yourself. And when you know yourself and you listen to your body, you're able to remedy anything or prevent things from happening. Besides Flow, we have Fitness, and I barely use the Fitness app, but the Fitness app, you can use it, that's connected to your Apple Watch, and it counts how many steps you do, how's your distance, but you can see, like I haven't even got started. Like I'm barely on the Fitness app. Then we have Ziana. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
So correction, the app is called Zinnia, but I'm just gonna pronounce it wrong throughout the whole video, so.
I usually use Ziana on my Princess Pad. I call it my Princess Pad because this is my iPad case right here. But I usually use Ziana on this. It's basically a journal app. I want to give you guys a tour, but I feel like I'm gonna give you guys a better tour on my iPad, like what's on my iPad through Ziana. So I'm not gonna really give you guys a tour. It's just really clutch. It's like having a bullet journal electronically. So I love it. After that, I have Breeze. This is what I use to document my mood and how I'm feeling for the day. Being consistent into like what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and analyzing it really helps me understand myself more. I love Breeze because first of all, it's locked, so nobody can access what you're feeling, what you're thinking about, what you've been going through, etc. I like that it's already locked. I get to choose how I'm feeling today, and right now I'm feeling very normal.
I wish I was a normal girl.
It can say describe words that you're feeling, and then these are just descriptions that are positive, and you can add as many words that you're feeling, and then you can add as many negative words that you're feeling. It asks you what you've been up to lately, and which is nice, like the gym, the internet, friends, reading, games, studying, cleaning, sports. It's endless. Walking, shopping, moving, relaxing, work, music, eating. Also asks if you want to add a picture from your photos, what identifies the day. But I'm not gonna go into that because my photos is very personal to me. Photos is photos. Y'all know what photos is. Then they have these cool places where you can take tests to learn more about, you know, are you an introvert or you're extrovert? And this is only accessed if you pay for the subscription. I like it because it let me understand like certain things about my anxiety, certain things about my personality, understanding my moods. Why do I like feel like I'm feeling very sad, or why do I feel depressed on certain things? It really helps me understand that. They also have a bunch of games you can play. This is cool because it's like therapy. Oh my goodness, this is so stimulating. You can also take a bunch of tests about your anxiety, depression, love language, and you can take these tests. This is if you have the subscription, and it really dials down on who you are, your emotions, how do you see yourself. It gives you a little bit of guidance, but I will say this is not like self-diagnosis. I would not use this app to self-diagnose yourself, but this helps with guiding you through your emotions and your mental health. And I have this app just to help me understand myself. So you can take a personality test, career guidance, emotional burnout. It's very insightful. I say always try out the free trial before you go buy a subscription. Next to the Breeze app, I have the My Diary app. This app is legit like so helpful for me. Your My Diary app with the passcode, so nobody's gonna access it. Pattern codes I feel like are more secure than numerical codes because anybody can guess a number, but you know how complex a pattern is. So I'm gonna unlock My Diary and kind of give you guys a rundown without showing too much of My Diary. Inside my Diary app, which I love, everything is blurred because I'm not gonna show you guys what I'm documenting. I can choose the theme of the diary that I want. They have all these themes and I love it. This is my favorite theme that I always access. You can choose and change your theme anytime. When you add a new note that you want to add in your diary, you can choose what is your mood. If you don't like these emojis, they have more. Like for example, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's say I'm feeling good, but this background just don't suit my feeling. I can always change the background of how I'm feeling, and it just helps me when I'm journaling more of my emotions because I'm a visual person, so it aligns. You can add a title of what you want to write your prompt out. You can write what you want to write out, and I don't really write nothing out. I don't write. I add voice memos. That's what I love. You can choose to record a voice memo just by hitting the record, and you can click start recording. You can add text, font, choose the color of the font, choose the placement, the text style. You can add a drawing, but you can add stickers, which I love the little stickers they have. So these are the emojis. that everybody has. And then they have personal stickers from the app themselves. And you can add as many photos as you want by clicking that little area. So that's my diary app. I try to be consistent. Basically, my health and wellness is my 8. I just downloaded it because it's an app where you document what you ate within a day, and it doesn't really talk about calories, and I don't really like measuring calories. I just want to see what I eat in a day. That's all I want to know. Like, just to pay attention to what I eat in a day and what my emotions feels with what I'm eating. You can capture what you eat in a day. You can choose it by choosing a picture, adding a favorite, or adding a text, choosing the reflection of how you felt when you ate. Are you happy, stressed, bored? You could do it with the emojis, notes about what you're eating, movement, like what you've done, what type of exercise, yoga, other. You're basically documenting the day. Even measurements, your blood pressure, your sugar level, your body, your weight, your cholesterol, drinks that you drank, coffee, soda, alcohol, juice. I really like it. It's very simple and straight to the point. That is basically the overview of my home screen. So we have my little emoji fan art, more detail in a different version. I use color widgets, if you're wondering what I use for my widgets. The moving widget that has Barbie is WitchKid. I like it because you get to use a bunch of GIFs, people call it GIFs, and add it to your widget. Also inside it, when I swipe, we have the day, very beachy aesthetic, still Malibu Barbie, keeping the theme consistent. Then other than Barbie, I swipe and I have Google Calendar. Google Calendar is just a good way for me to keep up and keep a schedule, for me to know when I'm working, when anything is coming up.
This is connected to everything.
I like Google Calendar just because it has connection to my Gmail. That's the sole reason. So I'm not really a fan of the Apple Calendar. I stick with Google Calendar. Swipe, we have Habits. This is my Habit app. Habits is just for you to keep up with your habits. These are my habits: drinking water, taking vitamins, stretching, breathing, and eating breakfast. I do not care what time it is in the day. If I just woke up, it is breakfast time for me. Breathing is basically Kiko's. That's all it is. For the girls that knows, I'm not gonna get into it. If I'm on a streak, it's gonna have the fire emoji just like on Snapchat. I think as long as I'm consistent attempting to hit them and I hit the baseline, I'm not too upset. I just wanna make sure, like, hey, have you been keeping up with your habits? If I swipe, it's also an overview of the calendars in widget color. Main reason why I like Google Calendar is because I have this app called Tasks right here where this widget is. I've learned out what I have to do for the day, but if you click the app, it's connected with your Google Calendar, and it's everything, like, it's your to-do list. I think so much, like, my head is always spinning. There's so many things going through my thoughts. That's why I always have to document my emotions, what I did for the day, what I ate for the day, because, like, if I get to dump it out, then I get to move on. And I be forgetting what I have to do, like, adulty wise, like adulting, running errands, etc. This is just a great way, and it's free. This is free, okay? This is a great way for me to just jot down everything I need to do. So I just had to run an errand to get something. And all I have to do is just check it off, and then it disappears. Like, I did the task, on to the next one. And if I have a new task, you just add plus. You get to type in whatever task you want, and you save it, and it pops right up. When you're done, check it, it's gone. Just like that, so simple. So this is the axis, and I always usually leave my home screen on Barbie mode. When you swipe to the side, we have photos. Everybody know what photos are. I'm not gonna even click it. Pinterest. I love me my Pinterest. I don't want to click it because Pinterest is, I be pinning the weirdest stuff, y'all. Instagram, YouTube, and then I have these widgets, which I just like the aesthetic of it. It just really aligns with the page. It's very clean with the ice cubes. I love my ice cubes. On the bottom of my ice cubes, we have the phone, settings, Safari, and messages. These are like the 4 main things that I like access to. The furthest to the right is the things that I'm close access to. So I always need access to my message first, then Safari, then settings, and like the phone is like the last resort. I'm barely on the phone, but it's there just cause. If you swipe on these 2 pictures, they will give you motivation, which I love. This is my I Am app. The pink is I Am, the blue is motivation, and it just aligns. I love my color schemes, so I just keep that consistent. When you swipe below, it's more motivations, but it's more like a visual motivation. So the top one says, everything you do now is for your future. Second one said, yes, it's a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up. So just take your time to go through the process, because quitting won't speed it up. And I just like seeing those 2. I feel like it looks so good on my home screen. Now that was just my productive page. If you made it this far to the video and you're not subscribed to the channel and you didn't like, what are you doing? Like, cousin, we didn't even really get that deep into my iPhone. That was just level 1. Like, we're in level 1 of the iPhone. This is level 2. So now that you saw my personal productive page, I'm gonna show you my next page. When you hold down on the iOS 16, you're able to access different home screen, and I customize a couple home screens that fits to my lifestyle that I need to share to you, because it's still on my iPhone, and this is what's on my iPhone video. So this is my lock screen for work. It's just a water background, but it's water that is blue and purple. I have the motivation, weather app, then I have calculator, and then right on top is the time, quick access to the time. And then when I swipe up, this is how my home screen looks when I go to work. This is my home screen for work. Like, I'm at work mode. We have more widgets than apps actually. And inside the widgets, I like it to be money oriented. When I'm not motivated at work, the pictures help me. It just stimulates my mind. Just aesthetically pleasing pictures. These pictures can swap out anytime. So when you edit your stack, you can choose to rotate it. I have it on smart rotate, so it rotates every so often. Then this is another widget, but these are motivations, but like visual motivations. Like, obvious, this one says busy making money. Then we have the I am motivation. I'm always surrounding myself with positive people. Stay focused. The key to success is always in your hands. It always seems impossible until it's done. So I really like these visual motivation. It goes with the aesthetic of just having that money mindset while I'm in work, so I don't be discouraged. Then we have the baby girl. If you pay attention to it, this is a gift too, so the sparkles on the baby girl is changing. It also say respect is just the minimum. It's very small, but that's what it says in the heart. Respect is just the minimum. If you swipe, it's literally a drawing gif of Nicki Minaj walking. Like, that's just Nicki Minaj walking, but like in a cartoon form. And it just goes with the whole Barbie feeling. Inside the apps of my home screen for work, it's the money app. We already went over all the money apps, so I don't really need to go over it again. And then the health and wellness. I carry health and wellness with me in every page on my iPhone. So since we already went over it, we don't really need to get into it. Then we have YouTube and Pinterest. I'm counting down days to a certain goal of mine that's personal, and it helps me stay motivated. I still have my habit task. When I'm at work, it's always saying, let's get this bread. On the bottom, it has motivation. If I'm getting discouraged. On my iPhone, Mindful Edition. This is my mindful screen. My mindfulness screen is me when I'm off. I have a day off and I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to text nobody. I don't want to be on social media. I don't want to be bothered. Like, I'm really not on my phone, but I'm on my phone. So the home screen says protect your energy, but sometimes I feel like I spread myself so thin and I need to fill up my cup before I can fill anybody's cup up. And I can't do that unless I give myself space and time for myself. So when I'm on this screen, I'm usually having a day off. Like, I'm sleeping. I don't want to be bothered. Don't text me. Don't talk to me. I have my IM on the first screen and then my clock. And then on top, we have access to the weather. And then when you swipe, we're going to go into my home screen. This is my home screen. So it's very simple. I just have access to my camera, Netflix, and YouTube. So that's when it's like a chill day. Like, you're sleeping in, you're watching shows. You just want to be relaxed. Inside this widget stack, it's just palm trees. It's very simple. Palm trees and motivation. Access to my music when I want to write and rap. Notes when I want to add something inside my notes, and then right back to palm tree. And then my health and wellness. We already went over my health and wellness, so I'm not going to really go over it at all. And then in this widget, it says stay low key, disconnect, disappear, and glow up. Inside the stack, it has my Google Calendar, the weather, habits, and that's it. Then we have HBO, task, I am, and then my Pinterest board of visual motivation. So ditch the guilt for taking a break.
You got game?
You got game right now? You got game right now?
So this is my gaming page. And I barely play games on my phone, but this is where I put all my games. The lock screen is what percentage of my battery and my alarm clock. Those are the two quick access I need. And it's very much, again, palm trees, tropical. But this is in a vaporwave type of aesthetic theme. I feel like when it comes to gaming, I like it to feel like I'm in the arcade with neon lights. And that's the theme I want to consistently go. So when you go to my home screen, it's very much like an arcade, neon lights. I have the background of the leaves that's very tropical, but pink like Barbie. Still keeping the whole it's Barbie type of vibe. In my gaming, we have music, the App Store, YouTube, and Pinterest. Then we have Hulu, TikTok, and Netflix. And then we have the arcade. Inside my arcade, I have Heads Up, Two Dots, Family Feud, Magic Tile, Subway Surfers, and Uno. Those are like the only games. And I haven't been playing games on my phone like that. So I'm rarely on this page. Rarely on this page. That is it on what is on my iPhone. iOS 16 edition. You guys already know that I'm just a kid with ideas, so you know what I need you to do. You have to keep having ideas and consistently create. Don't stop creating, and never stop dreaming too, because you know there's no age limits on dreams. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Results come when you put in the work on a consistent basis. Consistent repetition is the path to progression. That's the only way you can progress. That's the only way you're going to progress. That's the only way you're going to see results, is by consistently putting in the work.